What happens when your reference goes on vacation? Okay. Seriously, we're not going to take this just draw too seriously. The skull there is just a prop today. I did not use it as reference for this drawing. Why did I do that? Well, a few reasons. First off, I did the skull sketch from memory. I just doodled down a quick sketch. I did not do any corrections on it. I didn't do any fixes, so as you'll see as I'm going along here, the proportions are off, and it actually kind of looks, when I get to the end there, like somebody punched it in the side of the face and pushed all his teeth over. Why? Why didn't I fix it? Why didn't I correct it? Why didn't I make it better? Well, I wanted to stick with the theme of these, at least these first several Just Draw videos, in which it's not about making something pristine, perfect, and spot on, looking like your reference or whatever. The point of the drawings I've been doing here is exactly like the title, to get you to just draw. When I sit down and do something like this or the previous videos, it's a way for me to relax. It's a way for me to stretch my drawing muscles and get ready for other illustrations that I have set up for later in the day. Sometimes I don't do something so elaborate like these. It could just be a few doodles, could be drawing some lines, or doing some thumbnails, planning for the illustration that I'm going to work on. But usually it ends up being something in order for me to prepare myself mentally, at least, if nothing else, for a better piece of art. I find that when I do something like this and then sit down for another piece of art, the following art turns out far better than if I went in cold, straight in, like I do for these Just Draw series of illustrations. Well, doodles, I guess they're more. As I'm going through this, I'm just kind of going through the motions. I'm relaxed. I'm not concerned about consistent line, weight, or direction. I went through a little more work than I usually do in a doodle or something like that. As you'll see later on, I switch over to different tools. But really, I was just playing around. I really do believe that taking the time to draw something that isn't precious, that isn't something you plan to be your next portfolio piece or some beautiful illustration that you want to share on social media. A lot of these pieces, I've literally got folders and sometimes trash cans full of pieces that I'll never show anybody. It's just, for me, it's just doodles, planning, sketches to warm up, practice, all the things that you need to do to become a better artist. Just day by day, try something new, try a new tool, try a new subject. Maybe this is the day that you'll finally try to draw a car. That would be me a lot of days. I don't really draw cars or mechanical things that much, especially without a reference. I admire people who can do that easily and without reference. But, that's something that's in their wheelhouse. And you might end up having your own specialty. You might play with, perspective or landscapes or aliens or cartoon characters or anime better than other people. Who knows? But a good thing is to take the time to play around with other things. So you have that experience, you've tried that. Yeah, I mean, look at that. When I get close up there, those lines are all over the place. There's no discipline there. That is just meditative doodles. That's another thing. I don't know if this happens with you, but when I'm drawing like this and there's no pressure and I'm just going with the flow, other things pop in my head. I might have ideas for other pieces. I might have stories going through my head. I might be thinking of things that I have to do tomorrow. But yeah, it's meditative. It's good. If you have stressful days, doodling like this I think it's as good as any breath exercise or centering yourself time that you might want to do this. I hate to sound hippy-dippy, but it is a spiritual thing if you want, or it's a creative expression. It's just fun. It relieves stress. It's like a good video game. And there I'm using a brush to get some big darks in. It looks okay. You know what? It looks okay from this angle. When I have a straight-on shot at the end, at least for me, the errors really jump out. Using some markers there. I had these sitting next to me from another project that I did, and I was like, what the heck? We'll use these. Nothing serious going on. Just getting the essence of a skull, playing around with tools, loosening up for another project that I had lined up after that. It wasn't anything spectacular. It was just fun. And I honestly have to say that the project that I worked on after this turned out better than if I would not have done something like this to loosen up first. Went back to the micron. It's a micron 2 or 02 or 02. I like microns. So I used the micron 02, I used the brush pen. And I used 3 different cool gray markers. That was it. I almost used a white gel pen, but I wanted to keep this under an hour. And I think by the time I got to the noodling at the end here, it was 50 some minutes or something. Yeah, I actually spent a little more time on this than I had planned, but yeah, it was worth it. I think we're getting close to finishing this up here. Just a few more minutes. Playing around, adding some bits of texture. getting some curved lines here and there. Nothing terribly disciplined. It's just kind of lines put down to give you the idea of this and that. Yeah, for the most part, I think we're done here. There goes the old signature. Date. Just draw 6. Hope it's just draw 6 because I just said that. Anyways, I recommend having some fun. Yeah, there it is, the teeth off to the side, the cheekbone's not right. What did you do? Stay tuned for the next one.